there, Erling Haaland and the absolute Manchester United legend and great that is, Edward Woodward. Well, I'm sure you've heard the news today. If you haven't, I'll break it now. Old Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been on and said Manchester United could have got Erling Haaland for, listen to it, £4 million only 6 months before we brought Ole back to Manchester United. 6 months earlier. Yes, he was only 17, but he was banging in goals like they were going out of fashion. He was being recommended to Manchester United by a Manchester United legend that played up front, that knows everything about scoring goals, that has played under the great Sir Alex Ferguson and learned from him, and then coached many, many young boys at Manchester United himself, so he knows what a good footballer is. And he's got Manchester United running through him. He loves them with a passion. He tells his favourite club, come and get Erling. 4 million. Yes, he's only 17, but it'll be money well spent. You'll be glad you did. What does Ed say? No thanks. We're going to carry on as we are. What we're going to do is, while I'm here, we'll get people of the like of, we'll get Pogba for 94 million. We won't look into his personality and everything else. We just know he's going to be great. Was he? He wasn't. We'd got rid of him once. We brought him back to get rid of him again at a massive loss. I'll get Di Maria and we'll ruin him. Came as a good player. Went as a dud. Did alright at PSG. There's another 67. But we'll better them. Oh, yes, we'll better them. We'll get the likes of Fred for 53 million. The only Brazilian you've ever known that can't trap the ball or pass the ball. Yeah, his work rate's great and he tries his best. But he can't control it. He can't pass it. 53 million we'll pay for him. Then we'll pay 80 million for Harry Maguire. The slowest centre-back in the league. A man that makes Steve Bruce look like Usain Bolt. And then we'll get my favourite. We'll get Iggy. Who's Iggy, you say, for those that don't yet know it? It's old Anthony Martial. I thought we paid 26 for him. What did we pay? 54 million. 54 million for a guy that's only ever smiled twice since he's come to us. Once when they upped his contract, and once when he threw Ole under the bus and they got rid of Ole. £54 million. A fellow that's got absolutely everything in his locker. Could be anything. But he doesn't want to be. He plays with a scowl instead of a smile. He acts like the world owes him a favour. He acts like nobody likes him. Well, I've got news for you, Iggy. I don't. 54 million and still he's there. And still he's playing. And still they haven't got him on that plane and got rid. It beggars belief. Ed Woodward, 4 million quid. We could have had Haaland banging in goals for fun at 17, but built like a 21-year-old. Do you think Fergie would have passed on him? Because I'm telling you now, he wouldn't. He was doing all that Rooney was doing as a young kid and more. And Fergie seen it in Rooney and went out and got him. He wouldn't have probably needed to be told about him by Ollie. He'd have known himself that Haaland was there ready to be cherry-picked. But imagine if Solskjaer had come in and said to Alex, look Alex, I've got a guy here, he's 4 million. He's going to be better than I ever was. He's probably going to be better than anybody out there. He bangs in goals for fun. He's a freak of nature. He's 17, but he looks 21, 22, 23, and he's going to get better and better and better. For 4 million quid, you're not even taking a chance. Would we have got him? Of course we would. Just like we got Rooney, just like we got Ronaldo. But did the great Ed Woodward see it? No. Unbelievable. It beggars belief. I've called Moshri for all the money he spent on duds. I've called this fella, is it Bowley at Chelsea, that keeps spending money like it's going out of fashion for people that nobody else wants and nobody else has heard of. But when you look at what Woodward has done there, alright, he spent some good money on great players like Bruno. He's had a few successes, but a lot more duds. But how on earth could you have left Erling Haaland for only 4 million? How on earth? It beggars belief, but it did all Ed Woodward's time there. It really, really did. And I just... Oh, we miss David Gill. Anyway, rant over.